Hey guys, we're live at the coverage of Train a Trainer Masterclass 2019 of BMCToken. This is Crypto TV Plus and I am Idu Onome.
What we do in bitfxt is that we have an exchange. When we came up with the idea of the exchange was about 3 years ago. We started working on it. And bitfxt as an exchange, the idea was to provide a solution whereby people can easily buy and sell cryptocurrencies without having to be scammed on different WhatsApp groups.
Why sisibox? Sisibox, the inspiration came because we want to solve the problem of menstrual hygiene in many women. Like you had what he said, the importance is very key to every woman. So I was saying that sisibox vision was needed first for our quest to provide solution and promote feminine hygiene. Feminine hygiene in the sense that we want to give out or produce a product that a woman can use during his menstrual cycle and is still feeling fresh and clean. Because to be truthful, that period is not pleasant. A lot of people find it so irritating. Why? Because of the mood swings, fear of being stained on the go. Even some, they don't want to go out during this period. But with sisibox, we want to provide a solution whereby you can be free during this period. It will not stop you from going about your normal activities. A product that makes you to feel dry and you won't even know that something is happening. Secondly, it's a quest to promote health, because sisibox is an organic product. There's no chemical in it. It's organic, it's natural. Everything that is used for sisibox is natural and is organic. Organic products are the main thing. If anybody that is health conscious should know that using organic products promotes health and the mental being of an individual. So the quest to give out a healthy product. So you can see that with all this, we are able to solve the issue of health, financial empowerment, and attracting women to blockchain. Sisibox comes in 2 variants, and each pack, this is a single pack. Each single pack has 8 sanitary napkins. You can see it's very flat. Flat in the sense that even when you use it, you don't feel anything. That is how we designed it to be ultra thin, so that you'll be very comfortable while using it. Apart from that, we also have panty liners. This is how the panty liner looks like. It's part of the contents of sisibox. And we have the ovulation strip. This will help a woman to check when she is free, on the free period, or when she is not safe. The women knows what I'm talking about. And this is a cashback voucher inside each pack. This cashback voucher is a loyalty reward. You have the BMCToken as a loyalty reward, and you also have a fiat reward, cash inside. So fiat currency. You have the BMCToken and the fiat. That is 2 in 1. The cashback fiat and the BMCToken all comes as a loyalty reward for purchasing or using our product. So I would say that this product is 4 in 1, consisting of sanitary napkin, panty liner, ovulation strip, and cashback voucher. Our first product.
It's a good product, is that not so?
Sure.
And it's a sellable product.
Yes.
And more importantly, it supports the BMCT blockchain.
Yes.
During the last presentation by MD, we actually understand how this is done. If you remember when the bitfxt CEO talked about shit coins and value coins that have value, you will understand this in the last presentation. Now, she skipped the compensation plan. She's talked about a voucher inside it. That voucher does 2 things. 1, it gives loyalty cashback. And 2, it does a profit share. That loyalty comes in form of BMCT. What it simply means is that for every pack of sisibox, whether it's small or big, an amount has been dedicated perpetually to buy BMCT. Meaning that if you see 1 million of these in the market, for each of them, money has been dedicated from what somebody is paying for it to buy BMCT, and they must buy it at whatever price it is. So if one BMCT is 10 million naira for one, whatever proportion of that amount dedicated must be used to buy BMCT. Are you getting the point? More of this will be exposed when he talks about the proof of use of the BMCT blockchain. Now, for the other one, which is what I'm interested in because I don't use SPAN, but I subscribe. Now, it is designed in a 3-level compensation plan system. For the small one, or for the big one rather, because I do big things. Level 1, 1,000 naira is dedicated to be paid out, instant, through RAD pay. It's instant payment. There is nothing like next day payment. If you press, it hits the account. Level 2, 500 naira. And level 3, 300. Now we have a system we use in this office in training, and we call it the power of 30, or the 30 by 30 principle. What does it mean? The 30 by 30 principle means talk to only 30 women. Is this product sellable?
Yes.
No. Yes, it is. So to talk to 30 women, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're already 30 here. So if we talk to one, let's say I introduce all of you. We already have 30 down. So how many of us have not registered? Who has not registered on sisibox yet? Good. The person that invited has one person. Who else? Another one.
No, I invited.
Good. So who else? The person I invited you is this, right? The person I invited has one person. Who else? Who else has not registered on sisibox? So all of us have registered.
Yes.
Now, you are not registered, and you need to. So the person I invited you will register you. Now, what does this mean? If I talk to 30 persons, I'm using myself as an instance because in this thing, charity starts at home. You understand? So this is me here. Mr. B. I'm Mr. B. If I talk to 30 persons on my level, they form my level 1. Is that also? And this 1,000 naira that is paid per person multiplied by 30 is how much? 30,000. Is it not small money? It's small money. But what happens when I explain, but meanwhile it has paid for 6,000 naira that I bought in the pack? Am I correct?
Yeah.
So I have balance of 24,000 do business, right? Yeah. Now what if my 30 decide to do the same? They all form my level 2. They all form my level 2. And we pay how much? 500 times 30 by 30. Because when 30 persons does 30, how many is that? 900. When 30 persons does 30, it is what? 900. So we have 900 persons here. Multiplied by 500 naira, it becomes 450,000 naira. Is my mathematics correct?
Yes.
Yes. Now, what if level 2 people decide to talk to 30? How much do we pay in level 3 again?
300.
We pay 300. Small money, is that also? Small money, right? Now, when 900 persons talks to 30, how many persons are there? 2,000? 2,077? No. 27,000 persons. And when you do it by 300, that's how much? 8,100,000. Let's add up this. 8.1 plus 450. That's 8.8550 plus 30. So we are having 8,580,000. Now let me tell you the good thing about this money. You know this is for the big one, right? Now, our system is designed in such a way that once you activate a pack and put this voucher, it activates your account for the next 120 days. For this, it activates it for 30 days. Meaning that after 120 days, you must buy another one. So it means that if I have 27,000 persons on my top level, 900 on my second level, that's 27,900, right? 30 on my first level, that is 27,930. I can decide not to introduce another person, and if all of them are buying, I will be making this money after every 4 months. That's standard. Because this is FMCG, is it FCMG? Fast moving consumer goods, something that is being used every time. The report says that a lady uses 400 pads in her lifetime. And these women will keep using this pad for the next 20 years, no so? Yes. From 12 years to when?
To 50.
50?
Yeah. No. Okay, yeah. 55.
No matter how we put it, that means they use it for 30 years. Some start from 10 to 50, some start from 15 to 45, but we say 30 years. So a business that you will be in for 30 years, make it 8 point. Let's say you don't make up to 8.5 million. Let's say you make 50% of this in 4 months. 50% of this gives you 4,290,000. Can I get the marker? 4,290,000. Is this still good money for 4 months? Yes. That means you are being paid 1 million every month. Is any bank manager not get that? What if you cannot even do up to this? Let's still divide this one by 50. That is 2,145,000 in 4 months from a side business. Still good money. Am I correct? Yeah. Please further divide this 50%. You'll be getting around 1,070,something in 4 months. That's over 250,000 monthly. What if you still further divide it again? So what we are saying is that if you use this system and you can achieve 25% of this, you'll be going home every 4 months with 2.4 million. Is that not a good business? Now, the benefit of all this is that these same people, once they buy, they get BMCToken as cashback, as a reward, which Mr. bitfxt says they can do what? Atomic swap.
Yes.
The word atomic there means it is, swift. So it means that as they are paying, they are getting it back. But what if they decide to hold it? What happens to the price? Right. So intentionally or unintentionally, these people are attracted to the blockchain because all their accounts must have the BMCT. Is it a good business? Yes. That is exactly what we are offering in sisibox. So this is a very nice compensation plan being designed by sisibox for people to keep earning. Either they are using the small one every month or they are using the big one every 4 months. Money must be made. Can we give a round of applause to sisibox? That's our first group of three. Now for the next 5 minutes, we'll be looking at Q-Trade AI. Oh, sorry. Yes, it's a question. Yes, please. Question number 1, sir.
This product, this product, but I have this area of creating awareness. I don't know what your plans are, so that a larger audience can get awareness of this product, and you can also increase the sales of this product, because a lot of people do not need high technology to use this product. So, what's your plan to reach at least a very good sizable market?
Good question. Well, we have here programs like this, which you are now aware, and that's why it's called Train a Trainer. So we have now impacted the knowledge to you. You go back, talk to your wife, talk to your friend. By the time you do your 30, if you follow my system of 30 by 30, by this time next month, you have 27,930 persons that have heard about this. There are some people that will say, claim it. So are you with me? Can you claim that? 27,930 persons. You will educate that, which means that as you are educating them, you have made how much? 8.580 million by this time next month. Isn't that good?
Actually, I'm to talk about Forex and Q-Trade AI. So what is Q-Trade AI? I'm going to be very brief because of our time. And we really don't have to talk much about this. Because in Forex, you say, if it's not making money, it's not making sense. So what is Q-Trade AI? Q-Trade AI is a product of BitFxt International Group. It is created as one of the use cases for mass adoption of the BMCT. So what do we use the Q-Trade AI for? We use the Q-Trade AI to trade the Forex market. So what that means is, if you want to trade the Forex market, you can use our Q-Trade AI to trade the market. By show of hand, I really want to know how many of us are aware or you know a thing or two about Forex trading. Okay, all right. So you know that Forex trading is a financial market where currencies are being traded. There is changed the currency of one country against the another. So without taking much of our time, I'll just take about 4 or 5 points about Forex trading and how it relates to Q-Trade AI and BMCT. So what is Forex trading, or what is Forex? Forex is just a short form of foreign exchange. And what is foreign exchange? Foreign exchange is a market where the currency of country A is traded or exchanged for the currency of country B. The Forex market, the Forex space is a market where we have a global decentralized market for the trading and exchanging of currencies at a current price or at a determined price. So simple. But you want to ask, why do I really need this? What is it all about? What we do is just money. You know, like people like me, I want instant gratification. I just want money on a daily basis. So this is what we really need this Q-Trade AI for. And in the course of this presentation, I'm going to show you some of our accounts. I wouldn't show you the client's account for privacy reasons. So I'll just show you some. So I have some points here. I said, who are the participants in Forex market? You and I. Let me just start from us. At our own level, you can be a participant. One way or the other, you are. Because in a way, if you buy anything that is foreign, you have been engaged in Forex trading without you knowing it. And if you engage in it, yes, let's say I buy something from US, I have to exchange my Naira for it. Even if I'm not buying it directly from the company there, I'm buying it from someone who had exchanged Naira for dollars. So while you do that, there's a way we can profit from this exchange of currency. So the first participant, because it relates to you and I would say is just you and I. Then we have the central banks. You have countries, when they want to move money, they engage the central bank of one country, then with the central bank of another country, the central bank. We have the largest commercial banks. Those guys, they move billions of dollars daily. When I say billions of dollars, you'll be wondering, how can a bank move billions of dollars daily? The total turnover of Forex trading in a day is over 6 trillion, just a day. You can have Morgan Chase, you can have Citibank, you can have them moving 300 millions in a day. They're exchanging. And while they are doing that, money is being made. And you and I, we can do that as well. Then we have hedge funds. They engage in this business and they make money. I said I won't take our time. So, what are the notable Forex traders? Number one, and we mentioned it first before any other person, George Soros. This is a guy, he's on record, he's the first guy who made £1 billion in a day in 1992. He traded against the CBN, the Bank of England. He traded against the Bank of England. He was selling pounds. Meanwhile, the Bank of England, they were buying, just trying to salvage the economy. But he knew, using some of the analysis he did, he knew that this is just not going to work. Just like what we had when dollar against naira was just skyrocketing, and government had to inject funds into the economy, and they are still injecting it up to this very moment. But this guy knew that that was just a short-term measure that was not going to last. So he traded against the Bank of England, and in a day he made over £1 billion. So he's on record. We have our guy here, Warren Buffett. He trades too, though he's known globally for stock trading, but he's a trader. I've been in a seminar where we have former Senate President Bukola Saraki and the wife. They trade forex too. We have James Erickson. He trades forex. Billionaires, they move money and they make money daily. So you and I, we can tap to this at our own level through Q-Trade AI. How do they really make this money? They do analysis. But I tell you, this forex market is so broad that you might not be able to do all the analysis at the same time. Or you can't really do it all on your own. You have to refer to a particular website, refer to one authority or the other in the business. So in order to bring everything together and win. So these guys, these big banks, what they do is to invest in R&D, research and development. They invest billions to create a fintech solution. So it does the trading for them. They have people sitting at their desks analyzing to make sure that they come out with a good analysis in order for them to trade and make money. So Q-Trade AI, we've created our own fintech solution that trades forex for you and make money at your own level. When I say at your own level, I mean according to your equities. The same trading tech that you have, let's say the same trading tech someone with $1,000 has, can just make him about 20% a month, and someone having the same tech and has about $10,000 will make more. But the thing is, and the constant thing is, they are both making money. So I say, if it's not making money, it's really not making sense. So why Q-Trade AI? Why should you have this Q-Trade AI? There are benefits attached to it. We have two packages which will be discussed in details by the next speaker. And part of it, you have the Q-Trade AI, you have forex trading. Forex training. You'll be trained on how this market works. What are those things traded? And you'll be exposed to digital marketing too. So that's just part of the packages. When you get one of the packages, you get digital marketing, you get forex trading, you get forex tools and ebooks in order to just learn this and make money. Then, because of our time, I would really want to show one or two accounts so that you know that we truly have this and is actually making money.
So for the time that we have spent to be here, I want to say I appreciate that. And we are starting a movement and we are starting a course. That is why the subject or the title of this particular masterclass is Train a Trainer. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this, that we must actually say no to digital colonization. Everybody say no to digital colonization. Digital colonization is gradually coming into Africa
And if we are not careful, we may say that we are free, but yet we will be colonized again. So based on that, at BitMarket International Group, we have been working tirelessly to make an impact in Africa. But a single tree cannot what? Make a forest. What that means is that together we need to have singleness of purpose and then tell ourselves that it is possible for us to look at the problems that is affecting Africa and that we can use technology to do what? To solve these problems. For individuals, some of us in the past, we have actually been so intrigued with some of the innovation that has been presented to us. We are just at the receiving end. Most times, we do not actually ask ourselves, what are the things that was done behind? But we only do what? We take it from front end. For those of us who are in digital space, you would agree with me that we have been bamboozled, left, right, center. And at a point in time, as Africans, we said, we need to try something. And Africans have been trying something. And the truth is, yes, when you start, you will fail. But the point is that we do what? Do right. For the successes that has been achieved in the Western world, the truth is that they have failed, but they continued. And now they are what? Role model. And some of us are doing what? Are actually following, by emulating them. But for us in Africa, because of the sad experiences that has happened, some of us are tired. Some individuals who have even decided to believe in the African cause, at the end of the day, there's a lacuna somewhere, you don't even know where the thing comes from. And then we are tired. Some have even resorted that, is it worth even fighting for doing anything for Africa? Because it seems as if we are always too fast to actually do it what? Right. These are the challenges that is associated with the technology space. And for 4 years, we have been asking ourselves, do we all fold our hands? Or do we actually come together and then look at the technology that by default would actually promote trust, integrity, and what? Transparency. And that technology is no other but what? Blockchain technology. But before I go into that, I want us to look at this slide. How big is the African problem? The answer to the question is that it is very what? Big. When there is a problem, there is what? Opportunity. So when we discover that there are problems, everybody keep complaining about problems, I think at that point in time we need to ask ourselves, what solution, what opportunities is embedded under this particular world? Do we continue to watch? Do we continue to analyze, punching calculator, doing different analysis? Or do we use the media to escalate the problem? There are problems that happen in the United States, even in kidnapping and all of that. You will not hear it. But the small one that happened in Africa, Sahara reports, will blast it very well. That's the only thing that people are looking at. We use media propaganda to do what? To announce to the world that there is problem in Africa. Yes. But what about what is happening in their own territories? They have been able to use the media to blacklist the bad side and show you the what? The good side. Have we concluded to depend on AIDS? The truth still remains that these white guys of the Western culture will keep on enticing us with what? With aid. That they are bringing this particular campaign and this particular subvention, that they are going to actually do things with regards to what? HIV and AIDS. They only talk about AIDS and sickness. and that they will talk something about what Red Cross. But ask yourself this question: this aid that they are bringing back to Africa, from where was it taken from? There was a report that happened about a woman who said that there was a man, I've forgotten the Africa, it's in Zambia, that they saw diamond, and they brought the diamond, and the white guys looked at it and said, this diamond is too precious. That instead of you keeping this thing, that we are going to buy it because they just saw it behind their door. They never knew the importance of it. That was years back. But when they actually lay hold on it and bought it for peanuts, they went back to United Kingdom to get back another injunction that in this whole territory, any diamond that is seen, they are not free to do what? To sell it. That they must always do what? Bring it back to them. And that was how they actually instituted what? A diamond mine. And perpetually, that particular region became enslaved, because even if you see it in your house, you cannot do what? You see it. If you do it, it is now criminal. That is some of the things that is actually happening in Africa. I want to state that technology in Africa that you see today, that we are jumping, it is not as if Africa has been too backward. Because if you look at civilization, it dates back to where? To Africa. But for one or two reasons, certain things happen, and while we were listening, I was on a training, somebody was analyzing the blockchain technology, and this woman was actually what? A traditional queen on a stage in Kenya, and she was explaining blockchain. Then we said, has blockchain technology gone traditional? The queen told them that, look, she is from Africa and she represents a dynasty. That she wants to tell them that her lineage dates back and that technology started here in Africa. That the blockchain that we are talking about, that it is already being practiced before. And they asked how. He said, look, this is the explanation of blockchain technology. Joint consensus, building of trust, that nobody can actually alter the information. He said they have been doing it since. He said how? He said during the naming of families, in the olden days is blockchain technology. And we said how? He said yes. That when a child is born, they call the entire clan, sit everybody there, and then begin to say, this is the father, or this particular child is born by this person, from this family to this particular person, and to that particular one person. And everybody is presented in the clan. Those who are not there carry the message to other place. And she said that is consensus. That whenever anything happens and they ask you, which child are you? You now said, my father, this father, and that father. And he said in blockchain, from one block to another block to another one block. And that is how she explained blockchain technology. And he asked people, do you understand? They said, we now understand what blockchain technology is. So, we are not going to sit back and depend on it. Because why? There's a lot that we can take out from what? From Africa. Oftentimes, the last AU meeting I attended, they keep on talking about sustainable development goals. Now, how close are we? One of the young African advocates criticized the Agenda 2063 and challenged Africa that if we fail to begin to look at this particular agenda, that considering our age, by the time Agenda 2063 is achieved, that she should be about 100 years, and yet nothing has started. So the question is, are you waiting for Agenda 2063? Or do you begin to look at your immediate environment and look at solutions that you can provide? The reason why we need to do this is because the base of where we are going, we must understand where we are from. How fast is the problem? Simply put, a black man don't want to trust another what? Black man. You see a company or a program that has been done. When you talk about scamming, I said the white are the people who have scammed us the what? The most. Consider the program that has failed. How many is your brother that came from your brother? Most of these programs were all international. And they scammed us at home. And yet, we keep on running after it. If we are scammed by our brother, and then they now decide to use that to support Africa, it is still supporting the what? The continent. Every of these particular countries are tapping and looking into Africa. And all of them want to put boats. To do what? To make out. How many of them is bringing back into Africa? So the answer to this question, look around you. All the programs we are talking about, they give us an enticement. Give you car, give you this. But the major part of the oil is transferred to their own world countries. And we are jumping that 40 cars was given. What is 40 cars? Comparing it to what they are taking out of Africa. No one is going to solve this problem for us. We need to stand up to our tune. We need to actually look at a consistent roadmap for application. What that means is that a roadmap. Most of our problem is where somebody start and end. The next person don't want to continue. He wants to go back again and start afresh. And that has been a problem that is affecting us. If we can have a consistent roadmap and understand that we are going to move from point A to point B to point C, then we now begin to do or bring in attraction. The first industrial revolution that came up, many of us in Africa missed out. And we have always been what? Been missing out. The development of machines and cars. We have our African brothers who were working in these companies. But there is a big don't cross as a black man where they produce what? Engine. So that you do not what? Get the idea. And that is why I want to stand here to say that technology cannot be gifted. Everybody say technology cannot be gifted. Technology is stolen or taken. You don't actually wait and expect that the person who have achieved technology will say, come and see the secrets. Or say, I will transfer it to you. You don't. Everyone in Africa is concerned about the natural resources in this particular place because there is an abundance in Africa. And sometimes I say, is it that this abundance is actually our problem? Because everywhere there is an abundance, but yet we are not able to what? To maximize it. Population, they are interested in us because we have the number. In Africa, everybody is looking at, I want to come to Nigeria. Why? More than 180 million people is a number that you don't want to miss, even if you have 10%. So everybody, every business, every company is coming to where? To Africa and to what? Have a base here in Nigeria. And we are always opening our eyes to find the new one that want to come, to siphon and then give them to. Have we asked ourselves, when you do business propositions that will involve them to bring their own income into this place, they will not actually answer you again. But as long as you are willing to support them, that money is living here and going to their place, wow, they are ready to support you. Pick you and make you an icon. Shower you with, the more you look, the less you see. And tell that you don't see that person, he has made it. And that person will open his mouth and be talking. Then what has happened over time? Education is key. That is why train a trainer is part of our give back, because we need to build a community. A community that understands this movement. A community that will always stand tall to do what? To defend this cause. Education. What you do not know is bigger than what? Than you. So our job, our responsibility is to do what? Become what? Educated. And then we begin to what? To pass this information to what? To others. There is a reason why we decided that our first proof of use would be what? sisibox. The reason is because in order for us to continue in this particular advocacy, women must be what? Involved. Nature has actually positioned them by virtue of what? Multiplication. When there is fertilization that has happened, the truth still remains that the X chromosome no get power, and oftentimes it dies on the way. But you see the woman own ahead. Any challenges, we must what? Get to the end. And that is why of every 10 deaths, 7 is a woman. From a statistical point of view, the truth is that as an organization, we are thinking deep. 20 years from today, what will be of the majority? The majority is going to be what? Women. So we want to actually get them what? Educated. Once they are educated in this course, something happened. They have the power to do what? To transfer that particular information down. And who is the first point of call? Our children. Once the younger generation is involved in this particular what? New movement, to what happened? It is passed on. But once the woman don't understand, how can they pass it on to their what? To their children. Which means that there is another gap. So when we say we need to have a roadmap, for us as an organization, the roadmap is get the women to be what? Educated. And let them pass it on to what? To the children. And we have gotten that particular generational gap that they will not want to bring that difference. Another challenge that has also happened is also what we call African barriers and boundaries. Do you know that sometimes it is more expensive to travel from one African country to another than to travel from Africa to Europe?
That is true.
So what do you say? And all of these barriers and boundaries are things that are put to create division so that we cannot jointly harness the power that is connected in this continent, both human and natural resources. Next slide. To scale Africa is to boost economic growth, basic purchasing power, basic living standard support. One thing I know about Africans is that we are not even asking for too much. What we are talking about is let's have food, let's have shelter, let's have education, and let us have what? Medical care. If we can experience this, I want to tell you that there is a lot of economic leap that will actually happen in Africa. Why these are problems? We need to begin to look at what? Solutions. This report here is actually a global one, but with interest in Africa. Urgent global challenge with a microscopic review, with Africa topping in number. 1.5 billion people cannot prove what? Identity. 1.5. We cannot prove who is what? And that is why it's here, if you want to open an account here in Nigeria, it takes like 1 week. They've not given you an account number. But when you go to very civilized countries, every single data is there. Online, you don't need to go to bank. You get your account what? Instantly. Because they know who is who, and then they can what? Budget. When I read this report, I said, there is what? A problem. My mind began to think, what solution can be done with regards to what? Identity issue. And I'm pleased to say that currently our think tank is already thinking what we call digital identification what? System that is connected with what? With the blockchain. One that Facebook failed, Zuckerberg, he went behind to actually collect information and then monetize. We are saying that we are going to actually tell you, provide your identity, and then we would actually share. Create an opportunity for you to do what? To share from us, making others know about what? About you. I tell people, will you complain of privacy issues if you are getting a percentage of the money that their AI is using to do advert by Facebook? Will you complain?
No.
You will not complain because you are having what? A fractionate what? Percentage share. This problem, we are already thinking about that. 2 billion people worldwide do not have bank accounts or access to financial institutions. And a sizable number is from where?
Africa.
2.5 trillion of additional capital is needed to meet United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 2030. How much is that? 2.5 trillion. But yet, our African brothers are borrowing and mortgaging the tomorrow of your born. Quantum technology holds the key, and that is what is actually going to help. We may not need to fight wars, but when we begin to punch the numbers, then we can see the variance that is actually contained in it. What is the way forward? Quantum technology adoption. The catalyst is application of what? Blockchain technology. If we sit and just think and worry about the African problem without making a move to apply practical what? Solutions, there will be no change. It is not a matter of government. It requires a collective what? Approach. And all of us, you and I, have what? A role to play. New generational mind is needed. What is the approach? We need to set a plan. We need to have a roadmap. We need to review models of other economies that have succeeded and why they succeed. What were the things that was applied in their economy? Go back to history and then begin to work to adopt some of these models. It is unfortunate that if you go to Google and then to age of African leaders, what you will see is 70 and above. Is it not painful? What would a 70-year-old man or 60-year-old man contribute to technology innovation? When you talk about block, he will say coin. His brain cannot contain quantum revolution, proof of work. He said, understand, anything you like, just do. And that is where we are. Because he doesn't want to worry himself. Why? He's already counting his days and trying to make peace with his maker. Because whatever happened does not affect anymore. So, involvement of youth in governance is important because they are the young ones that are smart. They can think. They can actually innovate. They can actually bridge the gap. No wonder if you go to certain nations, they are already what? Bridging that what? Gap. Look at France. Look at common Dubai. Dubai is a smart city, but they are already thinking. Sheikh Zayed, who actually started the plan of Dubai, what was his vision? That how can he actually stay in his house rooftop and always look like this? He said his vision that he wants everybody that comes to Dubai to do like this. That is the plan.
I'm bad.
Today, when you go to do and buy, you don't look like this. It's always what? That is the plan. Involvement of women to embrace technology is key, like we said. Support innovation and idea banking hatching. Everybody say that. Innovation and idea banking what? Hatching. There are lots of ideas that need to be harnessed. And that is why what we are saying is that no one will do it. When they come in here and take everything, they will not come back and actually call our young Africans and say, let us groom you to know what they know. So that you cannot begin to attack them. or cut the business. So that means that you and I, when we begin to empower ourselves financially, we can now begin to look at hopes with the interest to do what? To give back to Africa. Catch them young. If you look on Facebook, you will see some things that some small children are doing. You laugh at it. But if it is in that way, they do it. Harvard. To go and do what? Harness it. So we need to begin to look at catching them young. And lastly, collective what? Involvement. Next slide. Do we have an organization in Africa that has a blueprint or a roadmap or that is doing something small to in their own little way? The answer to that question is what? Yes. Next slide. Let's cut the theory. How can blockchain be the catalyst of economic growth and social empowerment in what? In Africa. That is why we are pleased to say that organization that is doing their own little is no other but Big Magnet International Group.